consultation event hosted by Hodson Architects was held at St John, St Stephen and Shalom Church on Robert Street in Grimsby. The event highlighted regeneration plans for the East Marsh area and included 420 separate projects, all designed to improve the area.
Today is what we're calling the final consultation event for a piece of work which we've been commissioned to do by North East Lincolnshire Council, which looks at the East Marsh Neighbourhood Renewal area and looks to find ways forward really for regenerating this area. The scheme has actually developed quite a degree of momentum in the last 3 or 4 months we've been working on it. It's covered a lot of great areas, a lot of ground, so we're trying to encapsulate a lot of that into 12 presentation boards and then a verbal presentation with some slides by me here at the Shalom Church. And so much information to get through because obviously we have to tell the story about how we've got to where we are, as well as illustrating some of the projects which we're proposing. What we have there on Guildford Street are 2 initiatives. One is an elevation improvement scheme, the other is a home zone. So what you have there on the 3D visual, the fly-through, is encapsulating that as a scheme really. So you see that at the threshold from the Cope Street area, there is a deliberate kind of a barrier to slow traffic down, the street planting and discrete areas for car parking in that home zone. But there are a kind of range of colours which are very closely related to each other, which we put together as part of this 3D visual. That's gone to a community engagement, a residents meeting, and they've accepted those colours and had the chance to sort of swap colours around within a palette of colours that we've given them. And the scheme is deliberately seen as a step up from the work that's been done on Victor Street, which is a cream coloured render, to a kind of more vibrant kind of palette of colours. And as I say, that's been widely accepted by people. What we'd like to do at the north end of Guildford Street as well, obviously with some green areas there, is to just maybe fence those off so they become properly protected green space, so that they're no longer these forgotten areas but have a use that people will be able to have benefit of. Some of these projects are happening at the moment, and there's an initiative and a commitment towards providing quick win projects before March next year. It's fantastic because people see that this is not, as tends to happen in the North East Links area, it's a document just like it gathers dust on a shelf. This document is going to lead to projects which will be delivered. I think that matters to people, and we want people to continue in a programme of engagement. The document itself should be allowed to change and respond to people's particular wishes, and that's what we're calling for really. Now, clearly, just like any other field, the area of funding for community regeneration projects is going to become more competitive. And whilst we respect that there are any number of groups out in the East Marsh, individuals and community groups who are doing fantastic work, one thing which is absolutely vital is they need to come together and work together around some shared goals and common aims.